What is up, people? Are you ready to elevate your health game? If so, then listen up. Introducing to you BLCKWAVE Supplements, your go-to destination for holistic supplements that cater to both men and women. Designed to optimize your entire system. Whether you're looking to enhance focus, libido support, or to revitalize your overall well-being, BLCKWAVE has got you covered. Head to their website, www.blckwave.com, and try their wide range of holistic supplements, ranging from their 2 flagship products, their cognitive support, Brain Force 1, designed to help skyrocket your focus as your productivity goes through the roof, and their male libido support supplement, ALPHAMALE, Male Enhancement, designed to help you unleash your inner beast. Ladies, do you also want to reignite some heat back into the relationship? Well, BLCKWAVE also offers horny goat weed to ignite your passion and help enhance your libido. And here's a cherry on top. Use my promo code WAVE20 at the checkout for an exclusive 20% off your purchase on the website. So what are you waiting for? Join the BLCKWAVE revolution today. Are you sick of scouring the hub looking for something authentic? Well, MyOF has exactly what you're looking for. Real girls having a real good time. Exclusive behind the scenes, 50% off your first month, and over 100 videos ready to watch on the feed as part of your subscription. With weekly new releases from both homegrown Australian talent and overseas professionals you know and love. It's an amateur's paradise. Go check out the website in my bio and follow the links to the Apollo Show X. Wanted to see me, myself, and my D? Same website in bio, but look for the Apollo Show solo. Enjoy, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Apollo Show. I'm your host, Apollo, and I'm here with the beautiful trans beauty, Eva Maxim. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. How's your day?
My day was great.
My day was great too.
Yeah?
Yeah, for everyone listening, we just had our collab. It was fucking awesome. Had some extremely hot sex. So thanks for that. Appreciate it.
There's some serious stuff happening there.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good video. I'm actually really looking forward to editing that one.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited too. So how long have you been in industry doing OnlyFans, porn, adult entertainment?
I started the industry 5 years ago, but I took 2 years off.
Yep.
And I just got him back a year and a half ago.
What'd you do in your time off?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I grew weed.
Great. How good?
Amazing weed.
Right on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love a weed smoker. I'm a weed smoker myself. Delicious.
I chill home.
Yep.
Took me time.
We were talking before, you were saying you were a stripper. Were you doing OnlyFans at the same time you were doing stripping?
No, I was not. I wasn't a stripper. I was a dancer. I never took my clothes off. I just took work in a strip club dancing as a go-go dancer, not taking my clothes off.
There you go. Okay, all right. What's the allure to doing that instead of stripping? Like, is that good money as well? Like,
well, it was great money. I just didn't feel confident enough back then because I wasn't out as a trans girl.
Right.
Taking my clothes off. I was always like terrified that if I started stripping and I take one of the private, dances and stuff like that, that maybe one of my ovaries may pop out or something like that. And then it was like...
Yes. I know exactly what you mean. That makes sense. Obviously, that's why. Yeah, right on. So you used to let everyone assume that you were just a normal girl?
Yeah, and nobody knew. I used to live in Vegas. I transitioned in Spain. And then when I finished my transition and I came back as a girl, I didn't want to live in Vegas anymore because everybody knew me as before, in between, and then after.
You wanted to build a new life as Eva.
Yeah, so I moved to Miami and it was stunning. Nobody knew me, didn't know anybody. And I was able to do the things that I wanted to do, as a girl. I just want to be a normal, regular girl. And great. I did that, yeah.
Amazing. And Miami, what a fun place to do it.
It was wild.
Do a little partying?
Oh my God. I went out Monday to Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to enjoy it when you're there, right?
It was great. It was an amazing time. Plus, I worked in nightlife, so it was pretty much me being out anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And so you said you transitioned in 2016?
Oh no, I transitioned over 10 years ago.
So it was like...
12 years ago.
2012?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, amazing. And you look absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
For anyone like listening or watching at home, like she actually looks like the most feminine girl I've ever seen. Yeah, you're very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're very pretty too.
Thank you as
very
well.
pretty man.
I try my best. You do a lot of shooting for studio?
I do.
You do? And how do you find that compared to private shooting like we just did today?
I definitely make the most money doing my private, shoots and collabs, etc., etc.
Yes.
But doing studio work keeps me relevant in the porn world. So, and keeping my fan base and just like bringing people into my page.
I haven't done any studio yet, but I was always wondering how much it actually feeds into your OnlyFans.
It does quite a lot.
Yeah?
Like, imagine starting an OnlyFans with like absolutely no following, nobody knows who you are, and like it's very hard now that the market is like extremely saturated.
Definitely.
Back then it wasn't like that. I started OnlyFans when OnlyFans started, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the studio porn made my fans be like, who is that? I want to see more of her.
Understood.
So it kind of goes hand in hand. It's like free promotion, pretty much.
Well, when you think about it, Pornhub is essentially just another social media site.
Yes, but now Pornhub is... I never really used to post in Pornhub until now. I just recently started posting like a couple months ago.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did they post it? So I assume you would be on there anyway with the companies, right?
I was on there with the companies, yes.
Yes.
And I had my personal profile that every video was stuck to.
Yep.
But I never really actually posted videos or anything like that in Pornhub.
But you'd be still getting millions of views with like Adult Time and
Yes.
Trans Angels and things like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When I think of my friends who are doing well on Pornhub, I think like that's just another, 10 million views a month that they're getting, where it's showing the audience exactly what you do. Unlike Instagram, where you can't say, I do porn. Come check out my porn.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, this girl's dancing in a cowboy hat.
It does bring a lot of fans to your personal pages if you add your links and stuff to your profile.
Yeah.
And more now that you have to post 7 minutes plus videos.
I think it's 10 minutes plus as of the last update.
Oh, Lord
So,
Jesus.
so I've actually started doing like storylines of like 4 or 5 minutes, and then just posting 4 or 5 minutes of the good stuff. But
I've been posting like behind the scenes stuff, like video shoots and like photo shoots and et cetera, and like solo videos pretty much that I make specifically for Pornhub.
Yes. Well, that's the ones I've done I've only got like 4 or 5 videos up there, but the ones I put up there are specifically catered for Pornhub. Like, I'm not going to put my premium stuff on Pornhub. Sorry, guys.
And now you have to post like 7 videos to meet the quarter.
Oh, do you? 7 videos a quarter?
7 videos in 1 month. So every month you have to post 7
Come on,
videos.
Hub. Killing me, man.
I know.
Yeah. And your co-performer, not you, but Pornhub, your co-performer login is terrible.
Verification thing,
The verification is terrible. Like, I'll put someone's ID in Pornhub like 5 times in a row and it'll get rejected every time. Perfect photo, all the right information.
Not only that, but if you send the e-link to someone to do the verification on their phone where they have to post their face, it gets rejected as well. So.
Because it's all run by AI, right? It's
I think so.
I'm pretty. It must be because there's no other way that a perfectly clear ID with all the right information.
But I think the government is going really hard on that.
Oh, you think they're going to?
Absolutely.
Do you think that's why, or do you think? Yeah.
The age verification thing, all of that is due to pressure from, authorities and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I just wish they had a better system that when you did do it right, it actually accepted it the first time, because a lot of people waste a lot of time trying to get their stuff up on that site. But, you live and you learn. Do you have a team or do you self-manage everything?
Where?
Oh, just so you're like your OnlyFans.
I have a production team that helps me create my personal videos, but I do manage my things myself.
Nice.
Like I'm the one talking to my fans and stuff like that.
Yeah, perfect.
Sometimes I do have my assistant run things because it's a lot.
It is.
But mainly it's me.
Yeah.
And I go live almost every single day on my OnlyFans. So.
That's really good. That's hard work. I barely ever go live. But then again, I feel like my audience, yes, some want to see me personally, but a lot of people in my audience want to see the girls that I'm working with.
I
You know
think
what I
it's
mean?
different for guys and girls.
Definitely. Like,
For me, like I like to build a relationship, like a personal relationship to my fans.
yes.
So like whenever I'm chatting with someone, I send in voice notes and like a cute
Nice.
little picture in the moment and stuff like that with makeup and no makeup if I'm, you know, my everyday today life. Sometimes I do naked cooking shows.
Great.
Which those videos do the best for me, which is
Yeah.
just really weird. I'm not even doing anything sexual, but
Well, people love cooking.
Yeah.
Some of my best videos on social media, clothed obviously, are cooking videos because people love food. Everyone can relate to delicious food.
yes.
And then you add like a delicious body to that, naked, and winning formula, you know?
I'm like a delicious food.
Yeah, she is a delicious food. It was delicious. Over the last 12 years since you've been out as transgender, since you transitioned and went into porn in general, have you seen a massive uptick in the popularity of transgender porn?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. It's more and more on demand.
Definitely. Well, I mean, like I've loved it for years, and I've only really noticed just how many views the videos on Pornhub have.
I can confidently say that trans are dominating the porn industry, but
Yeah, I mean, there's like 20 million views on like a lot of videos on.
from every country.
Yeah, exactly,
From every
exactly.
country.
Very popular.
Yeah, we're the fantasy.
You are the fantasy. Yeah, incredible. And what I like about you the most is that you're real. Like you don't have the outrageous surgeries. You don't wear a lot of makeup. You have beautiful real hair. You know what I mean? Like, it's.
Oh, you got to see the real hair that I'm wearing now.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Allegedly, you don't wear this out all the time.
No, this is new. My natural state is new.
Well, lucky me. Lucky us. We get to enjoy this beautiful curly hair.
I spent a couple years building my brand.
Yep.
And everybody knows who Eva Maxim is, and now I feel like I get to relax and just like show a more real side of me.
Great. I think people like that too, especially since there has been a trend in the last 2, probably 3 years where management is trying to take over everyone's account, and people aren't doing the work individually on their OnlyFans. They've got people who are chatting for them. They've got people that are managing it all for them. Like the fact that you are not only really yourself personality-wise, but also going out of your way to personally connect with your fans.
Oh my God, it's a lot. Sometimes it takes me a very long time to make my custom videos because it's a lot between chatting and creating content and doing this and doing that and doing studio work.
It is more than a
full-time,
full-time job.
yeah.
It's more than full-time. Like anyone who asks me, like, what's it like? Do you just like fuck chicks all day and like do nothing after that? I'm like, dude, like the having sex with beautiful women is like 10% of my month. Like that's like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days of the month, and the rest is spent behind a computer like any other corporate person. I'm editing, I am
Making reels.
I'm scheduling my OnlyFans, and like I think you need a team to successfully run it. Because what I've noticed, particularly with me, I mean, there's 2 types of people who do OnlyFans. I feel like we're all nerds. On like deep down, like a lot of the people who are really, really good are great at marketing. They're great at sitting and doing the grind work, like the scheduling and all that. But I'm really good in front of the camera. I'm really good at making the reels and doing all that. But I'm not so good at the office style stuff. So like I used to like kill it on social media, Instagram, making videos, funny videos, sexy videos. But then I would like not have my schedule. I'd be scheduling day to day on my OnlyFans.
I'm really good at creating my art and making my videos and stuff like that. When it comes to the other stuff, I'm kind of lazy at it.
Which is I don't think it's lazy. I think that we all have our strengths. I think though what makes people good at one or the other are totally contradictory skill sets. So you were saying you have an assistant before. I have an assistant now, and her job is basically scheduling, editing, cutting previews, all the things that I just put off, all the things that I just put to the back of the pile of things to do all the time, which is those like tedious computer admin style things. Yeah, that's all for my assistant to do. But I think it's very difficult to find someone who's got it all, who can easily do the creative side of things, who can easily do all the admin stuff and do it well. So I think
just like any job, I think there's people in the team that should complement each other. So
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a team as long as
No.
you're actually doing the connecting with your
Yeah,
fans.
absolutely. Well, I feel like your fans will know if you're being really you or if you have a team.
Definitely.
You know.
The amount of
so-
people that are like, oh, I'm so glad that you're like actually chatting. So many people have like AIs, you can tell it's not them.
Plus
Some
the-
people have like teams from like the Philippines, and they speak broken English. You know what I mean? Like they don't even talk
Well,
correctly.
I speak Spanish too, so sometimes I have a lot of Spanish speakers, followers on my OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Amazing, because you're Cuban, right?
I'm Cuban, yeah, full Cuban.
Full Cuban. What do you think of a Reuben sandwich? That your vibe is Reuben Cuban? Like a Reuben sandwich? No.
What is a Reuben sandwich?
There you go. It's not Cuban. It's like, I don't even know, pork, like corned beef or corned pork with sauerkraut and like sourdough bread. No.
Like Cuban sandwich would be like ham, cheese, pork, mustard, mayo. Like I think it's called like half moon sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
But I don't really eat sandwiches.
No.
No.
Yeah. What's your like diet like? What's your diet regime like? Do you really monitor it?
No, I don't. I just try to eat like very clean.
Yep.
Like high protein, low carb. That's
the
my
thing. Like
go-to.
if
That's it.
like even if you don't track your food strictly, if you just try and stick to those parameters, you're gonna do pretty well.
Yeah.
You know.
But I do indulge in my little, my desserts and I'm not like hardcore. I wouldn't eat a pizza or type like that, even though I don't like pizza, but it's my least favorite food.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unless it's like wood oven,
So
prosciutto,
Yeah.
goat cheese, like a gourmet, just
Yeah, we just had like what's
Well
that cheese we
made.
just had for lunch? What was that cheese?
burrata.
Burrata. I just had burrata for the first time and it was so fucking good.
This episode brought to you by BLCKWAVE Supplements. Go to their website, www.blckwave.com, and get the best supplements known to man.
What are your DMs like?
My DMs?
Yeah, like
Where?
let's just say Instagram. Like I get a lot of.
Should we check one?
Let's check them. Let's check
Okay.
them.
Let's see.
My messages and my hidden messages are just full of people being like, "I fucking love you. I want to suck your dick." You know what I mean? Like,
Let's go to hidden messages.
let's.
Let's
Ooh, it's
see.
gonna be juicy. This is actually a good point to make. If you're sending Eva messages, guess what? She doesn't even check her hidden. She didn't even know how to check her hidden messages there.
No.
So like, if you're sending her messages and she doesn't follow you, guess what? She's never going to see it.
It's like, oh my God, you're so hot and sexy.
Amazing.
I need that. Nice to meet you. Hey, princess.
That's not too bad. I was expecting a little bit more depraved. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
you're so pretty when you fat girls. Keep on going, beauty.
Love that. We love a supportive man, you know?
Hey, are you down to collab on a photo shoot content with me? Just random people trying to like.
Yeah, how
But
often
I
do
do
you
get, let me fly you to Dubai.
Yep.
I love your dick. What's your dick size? Sit on my face, please.
sit on my face, please?
Sit on my face.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I get a lot of people asking about my dick on my Instagram, and I'm like, if you'd go to my OnlyFans and send me that DM, I might answer it.
your dick is glorious.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We had a lot of fun today. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, you can take my glorious dick like an absolute champion.
I took it like a champ because mama didn't raise no bitch.
That's no, she didn't.
Yeah,
no,
no.
she didn't. Amazing. In your month, like, how often are you collabing compared to pro scenes?
I try to have like 2 or 3 collabs a month.
Yep.
Sometimes I collab every week.
Yep.
Or I hire one of my favorite videographers. Her name is Rowdy, which is stunning.
Yep.
And we'll schedule like 2 days and we'll do like 5 to 10 videos.
Like solos or with
Solos.
Yep.
Mainly solos, not collab. I have done 3 collabs in one day, like with other people. That's the most I can,
Yep. And you mostly, well, what shocked me when we spoke about collabs, as you said, you don't work with men really,
I don't really work with men.
which in my experience is a little bit different for trans women.
Yes,
Normally they love the men.
They love the men.
And they're not really into the chicks, but you're the opposite.
I am the opposite, yeah.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time.
Don't get me wrong, I love men. I love to indulge in men, but that's it. I will indulge
Yeah.
for a bit and send them home.
Yeah, of course. So you don't have a thirst from your audience to be dicked down by dudes? Or do they love
They love that. They actually request me a lot for me to top dude specifically.
Oh, true. Right.
Because I have a very nice...
Dick?
I have a very nice dick.
She does have a nice dick. You have a nice dick.
do,
You have a
yeah.
nice dick. Yeah.
So, like, they request a lot for me to rail dudes and, like, vice versa.
Yeah.
I just don't... I like to make what I like to make, either you
course.
like it or not.
Yeah.
It's,
That's all of
you
us,
know,
though. Like, if my fans had their way, like, a third of my fans are likely gay men. And if they had their way, I would just be doing, like, gay stuff all day. But you make what you want to make.
But I did promise my fans that I will be shooting with guys more. And actually for studio too, I'm not going to be taking many girl scene.
You're not going to be taking many?
No, I've been doing that for the past 3 years. And for the past year, I only shot
Girls.
girl. Yeah.
Wow.
Girl. The
Nice.
thing is, like, there's not many trans girls that can top
No,
or
well-
that enjoy working with females. And it
Exactly.
looks fake.
Well, what I've noticed as well is a lot of trans girls don't have big dicks. You have a big dick.
I do.
Right on.
Say it again.
Yes, you have a big dick. You have a
Yay.
big dick. Nice dick. Yeah, but they just don't have big dicks. So you're in this niche where you're like not only a super feminine, beautiful, legitimate, like you look amazing, but you also have like a big dick. So
And I deliver, so.
Yeah.
I deliver a cum shot, I deliver topping, I deliver bottoming, because I have been pegged by girls too. I deliver whatever is needed of me in the studio.
Love that. That's actually so, it's a skill. Like I get nervous about studio work because I feel like if they're like, all right, Apollo, you've got 5 minutes to do a pop shot after you, I'd find it difficult.
It's not like that, but it'll be, okay, Apollo, we need you to come.
Yep.
Like, we need a transition in the next couple seconds and then a pop shot.
Yeah. That would intimidate me.
But they'll give you time.
Right.
Like, if you need some time to, like, get close,
Gotcha.
you can, like, you know,
Gotcha. Okay.
okay, I'm ready. And then we go back to shooting.
Right. Okay.
But it's very hard having cameraman and director and another performer and someone in the corner and lighting,
Yeah.
and then you're in the middle.
Is there anyone?
Just-
Is there anyone with like one of those boom mics? You know, like with a stick and
Yes.
mic.
Yes.
Yeah. That would just put me off.
Yeah,
if I
so
had this
you're-
like a big furry mic next to my head, I'd be like, come on, guys.
So you're like surrounded by people, and you have to like mentally just fully block them out and like.
Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, I'm very impressed. That's a skill in itself. People don't understand. Like people who don't have a dick, girls out there are probably going to be like, how hard can it be? Like if you're not focused on that happening, if something else is distracting you, like the feeling of coming just disappears. It just dissolves, and you're kind of just sat there with a hard dick with no sensation of coming, just jerking it like your arm's about to explode.
Yep.
So if you're doing only three. You said 3 collabs a month sometimes. Does that mean you're only doing 1 release a week on your OnlyFans?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
I
similar to
do
me.
make solo videos for my VIPs, and I make everyday content, pictures, you know, pretty much like a one-on-one relationship that I have for my VIP clients. I
Yeah.
love you guys, which are my top tippers and stuff like that.
Yep.
The rest, I do like a regular, normal release, but my top tippers get the release of any video beforehand.
Awesome. And you send it to them for free, or do you send them?
No,
No.
nothing
Right.
is free.
No, of course not.
Absolutely not. They are my top tippers and my VIP club for a reason.
Understood,
They
yeah.
want to get that release beforehand.
Yes, understood.
So-
Yep.
You're eager for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, unreal. So yeah, I think 1 release a week is totally reasonable.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing for the last few months. Like sometimes I just get on a roll and do a lot of collabs, just because in Australia, where I live, there is just not a lot of men that are doing it professionally and well. there's probably, I can think of maybe like, count them on one hand, the amount of men that are single, untethered, good social media following, big dick, professional, got the gear, like the good camera and all that kind of stuff, and able to do the volume without, you know, getting attached to the performers they're working with or doing anything dumb. So, like, I live in a place called the Gold Coast. Well, I actually live in Brisbane, but it's close enough to this area called the Gold Coast, which is like similar to Miami or similar to LA in that it is like the hotspot for creators. So like people will fly from all over America to LA to work, right? People will fly all over from Australia to work. So some weeks I'll get like 2 or 3 creators be like, hey, I'll be in Brisbane or Gold Coast next week, would you like to work? And if there's like, it's actually so good. It's actually such a, I'm very fortunate and I'm very grateful to be in the position I'm in because it does make things a lot easier in terms of making content and getting the content because I don't have to go anywhere. I just have a full setup at home. I've got my podcast studio at home. I've got all the gear and they just come to me, do the work, leave. I edit it all and send it to them. I'm going to have to go to Australia. Definitely. You're welcome. Please come.
Never been.
Please come. It's so good. I think you would really like it. If you like the weather here in LA and Miami, it's very similar. And I think Gold Coast is more Miami. Brisbane is more LA. But Brisbane is like LA if it had 10 times less homeless, 10 times less pollution, and a lot of like Australians around. You know,
is it true that everything is big in Australia? Spiders, snakes, fish.
Yeah.
And everything wants to kill you.
Yes, but also people say that, and it's true. We have like 9 of the top 10 most dangerous animals in Australia, but we never see them because they're not in the cities. You know, I've seen...
They're in the wild.
Yeah, like they're in like the bush or they're in like a rural area sort of thing. And some of those species only live certain places. But I've seen, I think it's like top 3 most dangerous snakes in the world, a brown snake. And I saw that at like one of my friends' houses. And it was like from here to, you know, the chair away, I literally freaked the fuck out. And the thing's small. It's only like, if you had to put it's probably like a foot long. And it will kill you in like 15 minutes.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I had, like to give you some perspective, a friend of mine was at a snake handling like seminar where they were teaching you how to, you know, if you find a snake in the wild, here's how to pick it up and here's how to take it to another location. You know what I mean? So it's like for him, because he lived on a property, if he finds a snake, he doesn't like to just kill it.
Yeah.
So if he can, he'll put it into a bin, put a lid on, take it somewhere else, release it. And this guy that was showing them how to do this got bitten at the seminar and had access to the antivenom immediately and still lost his sense of taste and smell for the rest of his life. Still hasn't got it back.
That's why if you see a brown snake anywhere, you run.
Exactly, unless it's my brown snake, right?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm here all week. What does your dating life look like outside of work?
My current or my past?
I mean, okay, so I know you're in a relationship now, right?
Yes.
So before you were in a relationship, when you were doing content, doing pro shoots, what would your dating life look like? And now, how is it?
Well, I was engaged to a man that's never been with a trans girl before. I was his first. And we were together for 5 years.
Wow.
So.
And you were still working like OnlyFans?
I was still doing OnlyFans, but solo stuff. At that time, I will never collab with anybody, like no females, no guys, anything like that. And I started working with girls because he was more comfortable with that. He didn't really want to see me with guys.
Men.
Yeah, with men.
Yeah.
So. It was very just, I will say, traditional. His values and my values and his upbringing and my upbringing are very different. There's like a very culture shock.
Yeah.
Because he's from Russia, I'm Cuban, so I'm very, Latina, spicy, sizzling.
Yep.
And I think they're very just like...
Yeah, very stoic, very black and white.
Like, exactly.
Yes.
And very... angry people, I would say.
Yeah, it's 0 to 100, right?
Yeah, but he was a great man. It just didn't work. Our lifestyle didn't really quite worked. I didn't really know how to submit into that you're going to take care of me type of
Role.
situation, because as a trans girl, it's very important to me to make my own money, because if any man or any girl that I date get tired of me and I'm dependent on them, what am I going to do?
Absolutely.
You know, so I never have depended on anyone. I have always tried to find my means of making my own money.
Yep.
So my dating was normal, and then after I broke up with him, I took a year off. I didn't see absolutely anybody. I only worked. I only worked, and I literally had zero sex life, only for work.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I met my partner now, which is Emma Rose.
The beautiful Emma Rose. We love Emma.
The gorgeous and stunning Emma Rose. And like, it just made sense. It was great. We have an open relationship, but we have respect and communication for each other and understanding. Like,
love it.
It's stunning. Yeah.
Love it. Like everyone deserves a relationship like that. It sounds like you are someone who enjoys more monogamy than you do. Like whenever I ask this question to some other people, they're like, yeah, I went through like a hoe phase where I was sleeping with a lot of people.
Actually, I really care for my ex before. So it's not like I did wanted to sleep with people, I just couldn't do it.
Right.
I just my body will not open to no one.
Yes.
And this is the first time actually that I've been experimenting and having multiple partners and like connecting with different people and being open. So I could say I'm more poly now.
I was going to say, when you say open relationship, it's either one of two things. It's either open sexually, where you have sex with other people but nothing emotional, or it's like you have two partners, you're emotionally available to multiple people. Which one would you fall into?
I'm still exploring my size, because whenever I wanted to explore that before, I wasn't allowed to.
Yes.
So I still figuring out like what I like, what I don't like, and et cetera, et cetera. Literally a couple months ago, I just had my first trans men experience.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, yeah.
How was it?
It was stunning.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was everything I dreamed for. Because believe it or not, the porn that I watch is trans men.
Really?
Yes.
And by trans man, you mean female to man?
Female to male.
So still has a vagina.
They still have a vagina, a very beautiful, interesting dick, because their clitoris grow into like a dick. And
because they're on the testosterone?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And like, I like men, but I also like women.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same way that men will find attraction to me, seeing a woman but then a dick, and it was like, okay, wow.
Yes.
Like it's the same thing.
Yes.
For me, it was like, oh, their faces are masculine and their energy are masculine, and they're a boy in every sense of their men's in every sense of the word, but then there's something extra.
I've got a couple of friends in the city in Australia, and they're gay guys, and one of them was like, you know what, I've been looking at like trans man porn, and I find that really attractive because of the masculinity, the masculine energy. And you're right, the same way that I find like you attractive, because you've got a massive feminine, like a feminine energy. So,
well, there's nothing about me that screams male.
Well, no, whenever anyone's like you like trans women and you're gay, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like girls literally, like they look exactly the same. Like it's a feminine energy. It's a feminine, like they look exactly like a girl. Like it doesn't, it totally makes sense.
And I never dated another trans girl before. I was never really attracted to another trans girl before. So I'm very exploring, I guess, my lesbian side.
Yeah.
But I just figure out it's not the body, it's not the penis, it's not the boobs, it's the person.
Yeah.
I really, really, really love and enjoy my girlfriend for just who she is.
Kind of like a sapiosexual.
Yes.
Where you're attracted to their mind, their personality.
Oh my God, wait. Hold on. She's a fucking nerd. She is so smart, so poised. She will literally read the whole entire term of service for Twitter, Pornhub, OnlyFans, like the whole entire thing.
And she'll be able to tell you exactly
Oh my
what
God.
you can and can't
Oh my
do.
God, yeah. And she'll be like, guess what? I just read the whole entire, it's like fucking 800 pages.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah, and she knows it by
Power
heart.
to her, because no one does
Yeah,
that. And guess what?
yeah.
Everyone keeps getting deleted because we refuse to read those. So,
Well, but people don't know that even though she's a performer, she went to school for like marketing and advertisement and like stuff like that. So she's a genius in like how she wants the certain things done. Actually, she has helped me a lot in my career in the past 7 months that we've been, you know, like dating. Then all the whole entire time that I've been in the industry, and I've been in the industry longer than she has.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were an OG. Like, you started
Yeah.
OnlyFans when it first began.
Yeah, when it first.
That must have been
first
crazy.
yeah.
What was COVID like for you when you went through, like, because all those people, I started during COVID, but if I'd started to the extent that I'm at now, I would have made a lot of money. But because I started like everyone does, like some censored photos and like pay for this photo set, not doing really a lot of porn, whatever. Like people weren't into it. But if I was like full ball doing it, people were making bank.
Yes. Well, I was only doing solo content back then. I had my partner, so
Did he do boy girl work with you? Not really.
we did a couple of videos. Sorry, you guys won't find it because I delete them all. But he never showed his face or anything like that.
Right.
He's not known in the industry. Nobody knows
Yeah.
who he is, and I will always and forever respect his
Anonymity.
and his
Yep.
privacy. Like I said, he was a great guy, just didn't work out.
Yeah.
We don't have any, you know.
Animosity.
No.
Great.
With any of my exes,
Great.
I think I've always, oh my God, that fly. I
That's all
think I have always ended my relationships in a good note with
Awesome.
everybody.
That's good. That's so good.
But it was great. I was making a lot of money doing solo content during the pandemic.
No doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
no one had any, like, everyone was just sat at home, jerking off, spending
I was
their
just
checks
growing my
on-
weed,
Yep.
and
What a life. Growing weed, throwing out solo content, living the dream.
yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
it was great.
So you're in incredibly good shape.
Thank you.
Tell me about your fitness regime.
I go to bed between 9 and 12. The latest, maybe 2 a.m. I wake up between 7 and 8. I meditate. I vacuum my house every single morning. It's just like a religious thing. I vacuum my house 20 times a day.
So that's like a meditative thing for you?
Yeah, I'm a clean freak.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, it makes sense because you are very like,
I'm a clean freak, and I'm like very organized. I'm a Virgo, so like, and I have 2 cats, so every day I have to vacuum dust. It's just a normal.
part of your day, part of your routine.
Yeah, and after that, I head to the gym.
And what kind of gym work do you do?
I lift weights. I
Yep.
lift weights every other day for legs.
Yep.
The second day, I will do abs and cardio. The third day, I will just stretch and maybe do some like arm or back and stuff like that. And then I'll do legs again.
Yep.
The legs is my main focus.
Yeah, same. I think I train legs 2-3 times a week. Yeah, I'm all about it.
Hefty.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like a good butt, like a good hindquarter with good hamstrings and glutes. Oof.
And when it's hiking season in Vegas, which is end in May because it gets too extremely hot,
Of course.
I do have 11-hour hikes.
11-hour hike. 11 hours?
11-hour hikes.
Man.
I go shrooming to my hike.
Shrooming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there heaps of
shroom
magic?
a
There's
little
heaps
bit,
of magic mushrooms growing
Yeah,
around
like
there.
a little bit, not like
Okay.
the walls were melt or anything
Oh, so
like that.
you'll take shrooms as you're hiking.
I'm hiking,
Understood.
yes. I'm smoking my weed, and then I relax at top of the rocks, top of the mountain. Sometimes I sleep out
Yeah.
there by myself.
Amazing.
Yeah, no
Do you have
phone.
gear?
Yeah,
Like, do you
I
bring
have, I
like a
have
swag with
things.
you, or like you bring like a sleeping
Don't
bag?
sleeping
or anything?
bag.
Okay. You
No,
just,
it's just I'll literally find a top of a rock and just like lay there smoking my weed, just looking at the freaking stars.
that's pretty awesome though.
Yeah, and it's pitch black, but it's amazing because at nighttime your eyes will get adjusted to the things, and with the moonlight you can see absolutely everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, beautiful. I
I go to the hot springs too.
In Vegas?
In Vegas, when they season, they close them in May.
Yep.
So you only have like 3 to 4 months of you hiking, and then after that you can go to Mount Charleston, which is top of the mountain, and it's a lot colder. So yeah,
Beautiful.
I love my hikes.
I mean, I would love those hikes too. Like the idea of seeing the stars without any light pollution, super interesting to me, because it would space me out. I don't get out there enough. I don't do enough of that. That's on my list of things to do when I get back home.
It's not only that, like being by yourself in nature. I'm not scared, you know, like being by yourself in nature and just hearing like the different sounds and like looking at shooting stars. It does something to you.
This leads to me to my next question, because you seem very, very with it, very mentally with it. Like a lot of people in our industry suffer from mental health issues, and they struggle to manage it. But I want to know, how do you manage your mental health? And you've already, I guess, partially answered it: gym and hiking.
In 3 weeks off in Miami, doing absolutely nothing, and then going to the beach, tanning, eating food, and sleeping.
Perfect.
Not creating content or anything like that.
So you have like a good gauge of when you need that?
Yes, and also when I do go to my hikes a lot, I do not take one single picture. Everything is mental.
Great.
I don't bring my phone absolutely, or now then maybe check my trail.
Everyone in industry put their phone down for a night and went for a 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer walk in nature, and then looked at the stars while while deep breathing. You'd probably see.
I cannot do both. It's either work,
Yep.
go do content in nature,
Yep.
or go hike.
Yeah.
But I can't do both.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
can't do both. And that's how I say staying. I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol whatsoever. I don't do drugs except like hallucinogenic here now and then, like mushrooms. I smoke my weed a lot.
Yep.
And DMT, but
Yeah, DMT. That's scary to me. I feel like I would get lost in the universe.
I think this is some very private stuff I have said in your podcast.
Oh, that's all right.
It's
all right.
fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. No judgment. It's a judgment-free
no.
zone, isn't it, guys? Isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I stay pretty much sane, and whenever I feel hesitated or overwhelmed, I take a pause.
Yep.
I just take a pause.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love that.
But I have a different upbringing than most of my kind or other people in the industry. Like, because majority of the people in the industry, they've been kicked out of their homes at 15, 16 years old and been in like prostitution and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I have no that. I come from a very loving family that supports me and loves me.
So when you were discovering yourself and becoming the person you are today,
I came out when I was 12.
Okay, as
gay.
As gay, right.
As gay first.
Yeah.
Like I told my parents that I liked it boys, and they knew, they were fine, they supported me. But that wasn't the issue. I already have come out, you know, and then I had my boyfriend and this and that, but I wasn't happy.
Right.
And then I transitioned, so I came out as trans.
Yep.
You know, and like they've been supportive and amazing.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
From my grandparents to my aunts and cousins and stuff like that. There's a couple people in my family that are not okay with my lifestyle, but I do not speak to them. You either support me or not.
Not everyone's going to be into it. I think there's a few of my cousins that I don't think I've spoken. Now that I think about it, I haven't spoken to them since I started this job. Like, I haven't heard from them.
Whether they're family or not, if you do not are in my side or which well for me, you gotta go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think cutting people out who are unsupportive, negative, trying to bring you down, cutting them out like cancer is so important to your mental health. Like, everything I do is designed to put me in a good mental state, because there are social media itself is designed to steal and lower your mental health. Like, it's like playing slot machines. But it's like playing slot machines, but you're either winning or losing with how you look. So it's like you have to be really mentally solid to be able to do it full time, you know. So what you don't need outside of that is a bunch of haters trying to bring you down, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's so good. It's such a nice change of story to other people you hear who are like, yeah, I was kicked out at 16 and have been escorting since I was, 17, 18.
It was the opposite for me. It was a very healthy, loving relationship from my parents and my family. And then I got into porn because of my horny ass.
You and me both, baby. You and me both.
Even going, I hit up a porn star and I slid into his DM. I was like, oh my God, I'm interested in doing porn, but that was a lie. I swear to God, I just wanted to like hit it and quit it. I just wanted that experience and like
to do porn or to fuck that guy?
To fuck that guy.
Right, gotcha.
I just wanted to fuck that guy and that was it.
Was he in the like a straight porn star, or was he someone you watched like throughout your like gay years, or?
No, like I never really been into porn. I never really watch porn until like after I started doing porn.
Right.
So I came across their profile online. I don't even know how. I think it was through a friend and suggestions and and I thought, oh my God, this guy is like kind of handsome, but I'm a girl, I'm slutty,
Hey,
so
you know what you like.
I hit them up with the excuse that I was interested in the business, but I wasn't. But then that person said, hey, I have a video for you. But what people don't know, and I have never said this, I did make a porn video when I was a boy. I will not say where, and people will not ever find it, but I did make one porn video when I was a boy, long time ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So how old were you then?
I think I was under 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some big decisions.
I didn't do it for the decision, I did it for the money.
Right.
Which it wasn't a lot at that time.
But when you're 21 or less, like...
it's like I didn't really
A little bit of money
care.
is actually a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 18 to 21, I wasn't making that much money. I was making like $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
And that's really not that much money.
So I did that video and that was it.
Yeah.
Never ever crossed my mind ever to do it or anything like that.
Yeah. What tipped you over the edge to do it finally? Like to get into it after you transitioned?
I was dancing in Miami and I was working at a hotel doing front desk, and I would go from I would get out from the hotel and go to my dancing job and vice versa.
Yep.
But I never really had money. I had money to pay my rent, to literally, I didn't have a car back then, to grab my Uber and food. That was it.
Yeah.
And escorting really wasn't a thing for me. Yeah, I had friends escorting and this and that, and I tried to do it, but it wasn't for me. Like I couldn't.
Escorting is a whole different animal. Like when I think about having sex with beautiful people that I want to have sex with, doing this job, and compared to having sex with people you don't necessarily find attractive, it's a totally different thing. Even though they're both sex work. Like one is doing something that you probably would do. Like I would have sex with a lot of the people I work with at OnlyFans with the cameras off. That's the difference. So
yeah, no, I couldn't really do that kind of job. It wasn't for me. So I needed to find a way to be financially freed, and being a trans girl, you pretty much get offers and offers and offers for money anywhere you go.
Yes. And
after I hit this person up, I just did porn.
Great.
He got me my first shoot and I did it.
Great.
Yeah.
And was that mainstream or was that OnlyFans?
Mainstream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you say the company, your first company? That
Transsensual.
Transsensual.
The first video that I made was for Transsensual with Ricky Ringwood.
Okay, I don't know that person. But...
He's a director. He was the first person I ever did porn. And then my name at the time was going to be Leandra DeMarco.
Okay.
But I think it was just too long.
Right.
This episode brought to you by My OnlyFans. It's an amateur's paradise. Hundreds of girls and me. Get 50% off your first month at www.onlyfans.com/theapolloshow.aus. See you there.
So what made you choose Eva Maxim?
Eva Maxim, I was looking at a magazine and one of the female wrestlers, Eva, she had red hair, and I think I had like red hair at the time. And I was looking through the magazine, the Maxim magazine, and I saw her and I said, okay, I'm just gonna be Eva Maxim.
Great.
And
worked great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're super popular, especially like, can you tell us about the award you just won?
I didn't win awards this year. I was nominated for everything, but I didn't win one single award. But I have XBiz, Fletchbot, Tees, and other stuff under my belt that I have won in the past years.
Nice.
But this year in particular, I didn't win anything.
But you and me both. You and me both.
But I am #1 top-selling trend star of the first quarter and second quarter of the year of 2024. So things don't really make sense.
When they say best-selling, how do they gauge that? Is that best-selling videos on the mainstream sites as a whole?
Yes. That means that people buy my movies the most.
I'm not surprised. Honestly, you are one of the hottest trans girls I've ever seen in my life. Not to, blow your head up or anything, but yeah. Tell me, who do you think are the 3 most underrated performers today?
Underrated?
Yep.
The thing is, there are so many performers that are stunning and they perform stunning and they do not get recognized. Mm-hmm. It's actually crazy. But what people don't know in the industry is you make yourself known by going to every single event, to every single show, to every single expo, etc., etc., and then you meet the people that work behind, XBiz and AVN and da-da-da-da-da, and then you create your personality so they can be and keep you always in mind, oh, hey, Maxim, we're having a photo shoot for this and that, and we want to promote you, and etc., 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 doing your podcast and things like that. But the most underrated performers, can I really tell you, because I don't pay much of attention to other people.
Okay, all right.
I don't compare myself
to other people. I won't make you play favorites, don't worry.
No, I won't. I do have my favorites.
Who are your favorites then?
I love Kira Noir. She is my porn crush, have ever been. We actually have an XBiz that we won together.
Amazing.
For the scene that we did for Adult Time. Nice. And they gave me kind of like the creative freedom to create my own concept. And yeah, that scene won.
What was the concept for that scene?
I did Greek Goddess.
Greek Goddess?
Greek Goddess. Nice. And I chose her to be my partner on the scene.
Beautiful.
Yes.
How good. Who else? Have you got like two more, top 3?
My girlfriend, Emma Rose.
Absolutely.
She's stunning.
Standard, that's good. She's incredible.
Yeah, she's #1. She has won.
Oh, she wins
XBiz
everything.
Performer of the Year, AVN Performer of the Year, Tees Performer of the Year. You name it, she has it. She has it under her belt. She is just...
She's a machine.
Such a fucking icon to learn and see. Yeah, she's such a natural artist. It's just amazing. And another girl that I see blooming now that I really take on high standards is Sarah Sura.
Never heard of her.
Oh my God.
Show me.
I'll show you.
Show me this
Soraya.
lady.
She's stunning. Yeah, Soraya Sura.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've seen her name spelled. It's spelled an interesting way. I never would have pronounced it that way. Yeah, I know exactly who that is. I've met her multiple times.
She's actually #2.
Yep.
Like top selling trend star of the year. Like I'm #1, she's #2. She's like
incredible.
But she's a personal friend of mine, and nice. Her work is stunning to the gods.
She's a sweetie. I met her at AVN multiple times, and she's very nice.
Yeah, she's stunning. Yeah.
But you're so right. Like to what you were saying before about if you want to get popular and you want to get busy, get to all of the XBiz, the awards, the expos, the parties.
You cannot miss.
Like networking in our industry is everything. If you're not networking, it doesn't matter how much. Actually, it's a lie, because if you put out really good content and you go viral, you're getting millions and millions and millions and millions of views every month. But that's different.
It's not the same if you go viral on OnlyFans as if you do on mainstream. It's two different
animals.
Things.
Yeah.
So you can be extremely popular
OnlyFans,
OnlyFans,
or on your private
or
brand?
and then be shed
On mainstream.
on mainstream.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. I probably, no one probably knows who I am because I've never done any mainstream at all.
Well, a lot of people know who you are because you're an extremely amazing performer. You work with top tiers performers, so you're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, I'm once again in a very,
And
very...
we talk.
We talk.
And we talk.
It's in a very, very fortunate position where I'm trusted enough for the top tier performers to give me a chance, which I super appreciate. And I'll never stop being grateful for that.
Yeah,
Well, it's nice to know.
Look at you. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Should we go smoke a blunt?
Yes.
Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media?
You can find me on X, which is Twitter, at Eva_Maxim. My OnlyFans as well is Eva_Maxim. And my Instagram is Devils_Maxim. And my TikTok is Devils_Maxim.
Amazing.
So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Or just Google me.
Or just Google her. Google her.
Eva
Or
Maxim and everything will
Eva
pop.
Maxim on Pornhub. Trust me,
Exactly.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Let's go smoke this and then we'll get back here.